like long distance running or tough fights. Thank you for your exertions of the cult's behalf, and when you're ready for another mission, speak to me again. Restoration shirt. What kind of shirt I'm wearing right now? I'm wearing a Sentinel frog. Okay. That one fortifies my fatigue, actually. Okay. I'm not really a fan of that color, you know. But this might be useful later, I guess. Thanks anyways. So,
you seem like very good company. Well met.
I want to sleep. So let's take a free bed and rest about like 8 hours, I guess. Okay.
Now, where did I put that?
Wow, you're already awake. 5 AM. Alright. Maybe I should read something. It's early morning. It's a bit too early to go to see the smith. I guess I could read a story. What was it? Yes, this one. Night Falls on Sentinel. Night Falls on Sentinel by Boali. No music played in the nameless tavern in Sentinel, and indeed there was very little sound except for discreet, cautious murmurs of conversation, the soft pad of the barmaid's feet on stone, and the delicate slurping of the regular patrons, tongues slapping at their flagons, eyes focused on nothing at all. If anyone were less otherwise occupied, the sight of the young Redguard woman in a fine black velvet cape might have aroused surprise. Even suspicion, as it were, the strange figure out of place in an underground cellar, so modest it had no sign, blended into the shadows. Are you Jamie? The stout middle-aged man, with a face older than his years, looked up and nodded. He returned to his drink. The young woman took the seat next to him. My name is Habala, she said, and pulled out a small bag of gold, placing it next to his mug. Sure it be, snarled Jamie, and met her eyes again. What do you want, Dad? She didn't turn away, but merely asked, Is it safe to talk here? No one cares about nobody else's problems but their own here. You could take off your cuirass and dance bare-breasted on the table, and no one won't even spit. The man smiled. So, what do you want, Dad? No one actually, said Habala. The truth is, I only want someone removed for a while. Not harmed, to understand, and that's why I need a professional. You come highly recommended. Who you been talking to? Asked Jamie dully, returning to his drink. A friend of a friend of a friend of a friend. One of them friends don't know what he's talking about, grumbled the man. I don't do that anymore. Habala quietly took out another purse of gold and then another, placing them on the man's elbow. He looked at her for a moment and then poured the gold out and began counting. As he did, he asked, Who do you want removed? Just a moment, smiled Habala, shaking her head. Before we talk details, I want to know that you're a professional and you won't harm this person very much, and that you will be discreet. You want discreet? The man paused in his counting. Alright, I tell you about an old job of mine. It's been by RK, I can hardly believe it, more than 20 years, and no one but me is alive who had anything to do with the job. This is back before the time of the War of Bethany, remember that? I was just a baby. Course you was, Jamie smiled. Everyone knows that King Lawton had an older brother, Grickcliff, had died, right? And then he's got his older sister, Aupki, what married that king fella in Daggerfall. But the truth's that he had two elder brothers. Really? Habala's eyes glistened with interest. No lie, he chuckled. Vidi, feebly fellow called Artego. the king and queen's firstborn. Anyhow, this prince was heir to the throne, which his parents wasn't too thrilled about. But the queen, she squeezed out 2 more princes who looked a lot more fit. That's when me and my boys got hired on to make it look like the first prince got took off by the Under King or some such story. I had no idea, the young woman whispered. Of course you didn't. That's the point, Jimmy shook his head. Discretion, like you said. We begged the boy, dropped him off deep in an old ruin, and that was that. No fuss, just a couple of fellas, a bag and a club. That's what I am interested in, said Habala. Technique. My friend, who needs to be taken away, is a weak also, like this prince. What is the club for? It's a tool. So many things what was better in the past ain't around no more, just cause people today prefer ease of use to what works right. Let me explain. There are 71 prime pain centers in an average fella's body. Elves and Khajiit, being so sensitive and all, got 3 and 4 more respectively. Argonians and Slots, almost as many at 52 and 67. Jomi used his short stubby finger to point out each region on Habala's body. 6 in your forehead, 2 in your brow, 2 on your nose, 7 in your throat, 10 in your chest, 9 in your abdomen, 3 on each arm, 12 in your groin, 4 in your favorite leg, 5 in the other. That's 63, replied Habala. No, it's not, growled Jomi. Yes, it is, the young lady cried back, indignant that her mathematical skills were being questioned. 6 plus 2 plus 2 plus 7 plus 10 plus 9 plus 3 for the one arm and 3 for the other plus 12 plus 5. 63. I must have left some out, shrugged Jomi. The important thing is that to become skilled with a staff or a club, you got to be a master of these pain centers. Don't write a light tap could kill or knock out without so much as bruise. Fascinating, smiled Habala. And no one ever found out. Why would they? The boy's parents, the king and queen, they're both dead now. The other children always thought their brother got carried off by the Under King. That's what everyone thinks. And all my partners are dead. Of natural causes? Ain't nothing natural that ever happens in the bay. You know that. One fellow got sucked up by one of them, Selenu. Another died that same plague that took the queen and Prince Grecliff. Another fellow got himself beat up to death by a burglar. You gotta keep low out of sight like me if you want to stay alive. Jimmy finished counting the coins. You must want this fella out of the way bad. Who is it? It's better if I show you, said Habala, standing up. Without a look back, she strode out of the nameless tavern. Jimmy drained his beer and went out. The night was cool with an unrestrained wind surging off the water of the Iliac Bay, sending leaves flying like whirling shards. Habala stepped out of the alleyway next to the tavern and gestured to him. As he approached her, the breeze blew open her cape, revealing the armor beneath and the crest of the King of Sentinel. The fat man stepped back to flee, but she was too fast. In a blur, he found himself in the alley on his back, the woman's knee pressed firmly against his throat. The king has spent years since he took the throne looking for you and your collaborators, Jomi. His instructions to me what to do when I found you were not specific, but you have given me an idea. From her belt, Habala removed a small sturdy cudgel. A drunk stumbling out of the bar heard a whimpered moan accompanied by a soft whisper coming from the darkness of the alley. Let's keep better count this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, that's something. Okay, I like that one. It was a good one. So, think, what time is it? Yeah, I guess some time has passed while I was reading that. And now?
With pleasure. Please, go ahead. I'm all ears.
Well met, friend.
Well met. An Argonian named Okur in Hlaot has asked for an aid. Hlaot! This is the same place that I was going to. How fortunate. This devout follower of the Nine is sensitive to spirits of the otherworld, and she says she's being visited by the ghost of a murder victim. The guards can do anything in such cases. Go and speak with Okur. Here is some gold for expenses. If possible, discover the nature of the crime and bring justice to the wrong spirit so it can be laid to rest. Okay. So what can you tell me about this Okur? She's got a touch of the side. Some Argonians are like that. It may seem spooky, but you can trust what she says. Okay. Well, I guess I don't need that stuff that you gave me. Maybe you could I could sell it to you, so you could use it better than me. Give me like 60 gold. I really don't need it. So, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell the sword, which I looted from the necromancer's den.
What say you?
Please,
by all means. I'm listening.
So yeah, he has the money again. Take it. Maybe you could train me a bit using my blunt weapon. Alright. So I have two missions leading me off both to Hlaot. That's fortunate. So let's take a boat from Ebonheart.
Please, feel free. Talk at your leisure.
Greetings, friend. I'm up for conversation if you care to talk.
No, I don't.
Yes, Outlander. What do you want?
No, I don't. Hlaot, how fortunate. Direct
May I
route.
help you?
Do you know Okur? I wonder. Zargonian? Her shack is over that way by the path. Okay. What does she mean by that? That way. By the path to where? Okur's house. Hey, I came on behalf of the Imperial cult.
Greetings.
Greetings and salutations. Thank you for coming. I have been visited by the spirit of Julil Aumine. She says she chanced upon a band of smugglers and was murdered to steal her lips. She says that her spirit will not rest until her amulet is recovered and returned to her husband, and until the 4 smugglers who murdered her are slain. I have Julil's amulet, and you have the lives of her murderers. I shall see that her spirit is laid to rest. Okay. The 4 murderers' names are Dudley, Larissus Dergius, Ralos Ophranim, and Tervam Dreras. I have the sense that they are strong and well armed. Julil's spirit says that their smuggler's cave is called Yasamsi, and it lies south along the road from town, before the bridge across the Odai River. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Do you know by the way the location of the Daedric Shrine? Called Ashurni Bibi. Maybe some specific place. Fat Legs Drop-Off is the only trade house in the village. That's where everyone hangs out. See a couple shacks and a ship or two. And you have seen all of Hlaod. Baleni, Salavel as the dogs offer passage to... Okay. And Hlaod, this is just a little fishing village on the bitter coast. A rough track along the river Odai connects Hlaod with the town of Balmora, across the hills to the northeast. And you can get a ship to Gnarmok and Ebonheart. Otherwise, it's a very long and unpleasant walk along the coast south to Sedanin, or a much longer and more unpleasant walk north to nowhere. Okay. I guess, thank you. Well, at least she told me where to find the cave, somewhere southwards, right? Okay, I never was there. Well, let's follow the road. And then maybe we will be successful. Another crazy bird. Man, there are plenty of leaf racers over here. Is this the place? Yeah, some see. Since she told me that they are prepared, maybe I should prepare myself too. So what do I need? I need my Zeus ring. I need my Standarian belt. I need my Septim's ring. That's not bad, okay. Then I need my spell already. My healing spell. Now I'm ready.
Run while you can.
Okay, I expected this much. Alright, 2 of them. Okay, there must be another 2, right? 4 smugglers, she said, right? See someone, I guess. Is anyone here? I don't remember. Maybe I should heal myself. Okay, I see one.
Let's see what you're made of.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's bad.
You will escape me that easily.
That's bad. I should check a potion, I think. Resist magic, I think. That's what I need. And